This WUSA 9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath, and we are in for a brutally cold weekend. That is why we've issued a weather impact alert throughout the day today and into Sunday morning. We're going to spend much of the weekend with wind chill values that will be sub-zero. That is potentially dangerously cold, and that is, of course, in large part because of the strong wind that you've probably already noticed. It's going to gust between 40 and 50 miles per hour throughout Saturday and Sunday morning to start to feel a little bit calmer, but still noticeably blustery. So if you have to spend any time outside, you need the full winter gear, hats, gloves, and scarves. Cover as much skin as you can. I would also keep your devices charged throughout the day as a precaution, just in case we were to see some power outages because of those strong winds. And probably a good idea Saturday night and Sunday night to open up any cabinets for faucets that face an exterior wall of your house. It is going to be really, really cold overnight. Low temperatures in the teens and single digits, so want to make sure you help avoid any pipe issues as we head through the next frigid couple of days. Now, we have an extreme cold warning in effect across most of the region, and this is rare. This is only the second time in recorded history we've seen that extreme cold warning for the DC metro area back into Baltimore. You see the areas highlighted there in blue in some of our southernmost counties. That's where we have a cold weather advisory in effect. It will still be brutally cold, just not as windy. Therefore, wind chill values won't drop as low, but I would plan on temperatures feeling sub-zero throughout pretty much the entire day on Saturday and into Sunday morning. So this is right around 3 o'clock this afternoon, feeling anywhere from 0 to 10 below. If you've got plans to be out tonight, it's of course going to get even colder by 11 o'clock. Everyone's feeling about 5 to 10 below zero, and it'll be a frigid start to Saturday. And then once that wind tapers off throughout the afternoon, it will feel less brutal, but still single digit feels like temperatures. That can still be dangerous in its own way. So please, if you do have to spend time outside over the weekend, just make sure you're dressed appropriately, limiting time outdoors because this type of cold really can be dangerous. And then by Monday morning, it's still going to be, shocker, cold with feels like temperatures anywhere from 0 to 10 below. But then thankfully throughout the day on Monday, we do start to see a bit of improvement. We're back above freezing, barely so, throughout Monday afternoon. So in addition to the extreme cold warnings and cold weather advisories, we also have a high wind warning in effect across most of the area, which is also rare. We typically see these high wind warnings out towards the mountains and the higher elevation, back into the Alleghenies and the Blue Ridge, but this includes most of our area for winds that could gust up to 60 miles per hour as we head throughout the day today. And again, that is enough to cause some power outage issues. Power issues are typically a little mitigated in the winter because you don't have leaves on the trees. The wind can blow straight through them, and our trees are certainly locked in snow and ice right now, so not worried about uprooting trees, but some larger branches could come down that could cause some isolated to scattered power issues. So again, as a precaution, keep your devices charged. Just off to the south, our wind won't be quite as strong. That's where we have a wind advisory in effect, but trust me, you will notice the howling wind throughout the day today. This is right around noon, winds gusting 40 to 50 plus miles per hour. I do think the gusts up to 60 will be fairly scattered. It's not going to be a consistent wind by any means, but it is certainly possible as we head throughout the afternoon and into the evening. This is 6 o'clock, really no change to that wind, gusting about 40 to 50 miles per hour. By Sunday morning, still noticeably blustery with wind between about 30 and 40 miles per hour. But then by Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock, we start to see that wind tapering off, and that's why temperatures will feel slightly better through Sunday afternoon. Temperatures themselves will also be a few degrees less cold today. Many areas will stay in the upper teens and low 20s for high temperatures. Tomorrow, 25 will do it for a high temperature in DC. Now again, by Monday afternoon, we are back above freezing by just a few degrees, but you know what? That's an improvement. And then we do spend the rest of next week and really most of the extended forecast with temperatures in the 40s, which is closer to average, especially Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Should be around 46 degrees for this time in February, and we'll generally stay near that as we head through the extended forecast all the way into the following weekend and into next week. So we do have a little relief in sight after what has been such a brutally cold stretch starting in mid-January. and lasting throughout the month of February so far. So we do have the weather impact alert in effect throughout the day today into Sunday afternoon, but then the afternoon hours do start to feel a little bit less brutal. Monday, pretty nice once we get past that frigid start with feels like temperatures that are sub-zero. And then the 40s next week, going to be a real treat. We'll start to see some of the ice and snow that we've been locked in start to soften, may even start to see a good bit of melting as well.